Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Parry, and today I'm gonna make a Jeremiah type beat today. I was listening to some Jeremiah earlier, R&B singer, and I was getting some inspiration, so I thought I'd make a beat. So let's go for it. Let's try to do this fairly quick. And I know a lot of his songs, a lot of the beats are somewhat simple. At least some of them are. So that's the route we're gonna go in today. So let's go open up Keyscape and let's choose a piano. Actually, let's go. Alright, I like that. Let's roll with that. So let's make some simple chords real quick. Alright, we got some chords going, that's not too bad. I'm gonna make another sound that layers with what I just had over here. Alright, I like that sound layered, but I want one more sound that's more of a, closer to a pad sound, that gives it a more, little background noise, fill the background in some more. So let's see what we got. What happens if I raise this up? It's not too bad. Let's put a, tremolo on it to mess with the panning. Next order of business, we're gonna mess with the bass and create the bass line. I'm probably just to save time, I'm probably just gonna open up, where is it? Serum 2 and just pick a preset just to be a little quicker. So let's see if we can find anything interesting. So we'll go to bass and then alright, let's play around with this, see if I can do anything with it. I'm gonna create the melody in a higher key just so it's easier to hear each note, and then I'm gonna bring it back down. Actually, before we go fully in the bass line, let me just add like a snap. Alright, let me fill that in. Raise it a key. Alright, not bad. I'm gonna play around with some more sounds, see if I can find anything that I like more. Alright, it's not bad. Alright, I like this kick. Let's roll with that. Make this mono. I'll come back to the kicks. Alright, cool. Let's not overthink it. Keep it simple. Alright, let's copy this over. Alright, let's add some percussion elements. So I'm gonna go in like the African kit over here. And let's do some more of the drums and percussion. Alright, let's create another element. Alright, I'm gonna just EQ this stuff real quick. Alright, I'm gonna group these perks. I think that those perks that I just put in there will probably be going throughout most of the track. Alright, so let's grab a shaker. Let's use that, that'll work. Let's change the volume on these to add a little more rhythm to it. Actually, you know what? Let's go back in here. Let's add that, see how that sounds. Alright, let's add a ride for right now. Let's do this crash, that'll work. Yeah. Let's add some reverb. And then this will be a hook right here. I'll probably add a new bass right here. Alright. Just add a snare. I'm gonna add these snares for like the end of verses or just portions like that as kind of a transition sound. Alright, let's add another pad sound, but this time maybe make it into like an ARP and see if that sounds interesting. Let's just add this arpeggiator. Let's go 8th note. I'll maybe go down. Let's see if we can find anything that sounds good. It's not bad. Just something either to complement or something in the background, but let's see what we can find. Let's create another synth bass. This time I'm gonna go for more like a Reese Moog style bass. Side chaining with the kick. Alright, let's add a hi-hat in here. This one will work. Alright, I'm gonna add a second snap in there and add a lot of reverb to it. I'll do that probably every 4 snaps. I'm gonna change up the kicks at the end of the verse. Let's make this a little louder, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the bass. I think I'm gonna do a triangle. Some reverb. Alright, let's go here. Boom, got toms. That's not too bad. I want to add another, maybe like a rim sound for the hooks. Alright, I'm gonna add a box too. These. I got some boxes in here. Yeah. Let's add some reverb to it. Alright, now I'm gonna copy the verse over. I'm gonna copy the pre-hook and the chorus over, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna have these perks playing. Got to add the verse over here. I want to add one more percussion element in the background. I want it to be somewhat subtle, but I want it to be kind of similar to a hi-hat, but not a hi-hat. Maybe something like this. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep the chords and the melodies fairly simple. I don't want a lot up there because I want to leave a lot of room for the vocals, so that's why I'm been focusing on the drums a lot more. Alright, I think I'm gonna add one more melodic style instrument. That's just like a cello playing in the background. A simple volume automation and have that string fade in. And then we'll go right back into the hook again after a quick bridge. This right here, go an octave up. Do this and see if that sounds good. Alright, let me just drag this over. Drag the snaps over here. We're gonna make it something interesting to go back into the last hook. Alright, cool. Let's highlight these, and then I think the only thing I want to do is add a couple of effects. Yeah, let's just add some noise here. I'll probably just do this for like the intro and outro. Let's do 4. Have this be the same thing, and then I'm going to get alchemy. I'm going to get like a buzz bass, but do a low cut. So let's do bass, this one. Let's see how this sounds. Alright, I like to make it wide too. I feel like it adds a little more sound to it. I think that's all I got for today. Hope you enjoyed the beat making video. I think I did a pretty decent job of emulating a Jeremih R&B style sound. If you liked the video, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas of what you'd like me to make, or any other video ideas. Let me know. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out, and I'm about to play the full instrumental for you guys, so stay tuned. Alright, guys, that's all I got. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, do what you gotta do. Thank you. Have a good day.